How'd you feel about the first one?
I really think this is going very well.
I don't know if you're saying that sarcastic.
I think this is going to be the next big Spotify podcast.
Okay, you're saying it sarcastically.
But no, it was fun. I just love being in.
All right, so this fun fact about this one, I'm not sure if you remember, this one was originally called Radio Skit.
Yeah, oh my goodness. That unlocked a lot of memories.
The thing about this one is the original idea for this video was that it was originally just going to be a 30-second long video with a radio host in the background. And the radio host was inspired by, I'm not sure if you remember, 105.5.
The Swan, right?
That's what we called it. But it was inspired by
yeah.
105.5 The Dove, which is has a radio host named Delilah. And the original idea was our fake Delilah was gonna have this whole radio skit going on, while like a big fight was happening, like in front of the radio, and it was gonna happen in slow motion and all that.
Yeah.
And then it turned like pretty morbid. Like do you remember like some of the versions of the script?
Well, I remember that thing started kind of expanding on the original idea, so it wouldn't be on 30 seconds, and it was kind of like we were following these people calling into the radio skit, and then by the end of it, it was like we just wanted this couple to like get beat up or like killed or something.
I think one of the big things that was important with this video was that we learned how to scale everything down, and we learned because with the last video we took out the actors and we just had Benson, but we still had the idea. I was like, okay, for the next video we'll cast multiple actors and things like that.
Yeah.
I think it started with this video when we realized it's like, no, we're not getting multiple actors. It's like strip it down as minimal as possible. And even then, like there was some stuff shooting this when it was like, damn, we should have cut some of this out. You know, it's like it was a pain in the ass to film.
I can't remember how we eventually came up with this idea.
I think it was just like iterations of the original script, just getting filtered over and over and over and over and over again. So by the time like we released this video, I think we completely forgot about the original idea, because like I said, the original, I still have it labeled as a radio skit on my hard drive. It's like it's we didn't even think about Mansplain back then. We were making this originally. One of the things that we were consistent though was like we have to release this for our 2 subscribers on Valentine's Day.
Those 2 subscribers being us, I think.
I think it was us, yeah. And we kept our word. It was released on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I guess we can. That's enough dilly-dallying from us. We can check it out.
So that right there, I remember you, like we had the full video edited and ready to upload, and then you're like, can we add this snoring effect in the beginning? I was like,
Oh my god!
Do you want me to re-export the entire video just for one snoring effect? But I do think it actually did work out pretty good. So
I've seen some sound design videos. I dabbled.
And that was all you. I think actually you completely did the snoring effect.
I actually remember this was before we moved into this apartment.
Yeah.
Because now we live here. We're adults, and I remember the floor being super dirty, and realizing that we should probably like check a location before we start filming it and everything. I remember like trying to figure out how to make Michael land so that his knees weren't getting hurt or anything like that, and Juice's hair just being all over the floor.
That's actually why that my red blanket is there. It's to protect is like the knee pads.
Yeah.
Which I don't even know if it worked.
Probably fucking not, dude. He probably still hurt himself. What a trooper.
Okay, I know we're not even like 30 seconds in the video. I hate this shot.
Why?
I hate this shot only because it's so unnaturally lit. Like for me, this is like the premier reason why I feel like the first 2 videos felt student filmy, is because where the fuck is all this light coming from?
That's from his little lamppost that he has inside his apartment.
Sure.
He actually has an aperture C-stand light set up inside his apartment at all times.
Sure. Yeah, that's our explanation. But like, it's okay if this was motivated, but like this, it's so like randomly lit that looking back, I was like, damn. And especially since in the next scene, it's fully daylight outside.
Yeah.
So there's no daylight coming in. So it looks like this is evening with like a window off to the side, or maybe like a like I don't know, like a big lamp off to the side, which
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense in the scene. So this is one of the premier examples why I felt this was kind of student filming. It was like not a lot of planning.
Yeah, I was hoping you would bring the shot up because I've always wanted to talk to you about it. Look at that tracking.
I don't like that shot. I don't like the trash can. If we were to do it again, this would all just be a wide scene. There would be no inserts. There'd be no cuts. It's all shot from wide. I do like that. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I remember we were trying to figure out where to find a Mansplain podcast.
What's up, Kings? It's your boy here at Mansplain.
The visible cringe.
I forgot this is even in the video. Oh man.
I do like the little pop.
I think that was like our humor was really showing out in this video though.
Yeah.
Similar to the Benson video with like the or I guess like your humor in the edit
Yeah.
was very popping off. Similar to the Benson video with like the Asian writing and the shit like that. I think that was very good.
Yeah.
I think it made up for my cringy ass voice acting and why we had to end up hiring Chris for all our voice acting. But yeah, this was let's continue this.
That's right.
Wait, what?
Fix those sheets.
Oh, that's right. I think I added like a voice here.
I don't even recognize that.
I think it was me with just like a bunch of effects on it. I forgot. Let me see.
That's right. Fix those sheets. Fluff those pillows up.
It's always reassuring.
I don't know what the fuck I
You never
put.
know when the whole cheerleading squad is gonna come over.
I do love. I do love the like the actual like dialogue. Of the
Yeah,
video.
but not the voice acting.
Energy you can have in your
Voice
house.
acting was not bad.
Make sure you clean up all those empty
I remember we were trying to figure out how to film this shot.
Yeah.
And it's like a little bit of planning, but I love this.
But of course,
I think this is killer.
You think so?
I still I think it's like clever enough.
now that you clean your house,
And this was still before we even knew the baby was gonna be related to everything.
Yep.
Yeah. What are the chances? We just thought like this is just funny enough to keep on including, and that worked out. I remember that workout scene being a pain in the ass to film.
Such a pain in the ass. Yeah. It's because we didn't. So, and I'll show this later, but we ran through the scenes for the first two scenes about him falling out of the couch, and then him like doing the thing. Everything else from then on out, like we were just guessing.
Yeah.
So there was no shot list. There was no rehearsal. So it's legit. How do you think we should film this? Okay. All right. This cool. All right. And then I remember like we were just kind of both frustrated because like we don't know what the fuck to film.
Yeah, I remember feeling very discouraged
Yeah.
by this part of the video, and I was like, damn, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
This was probably one of my least favorite experiences on set.
Yeah.
Not because of anything, it was just more so our lack of planning. I was like, man, we should have thought about this better.
100%. I do. In terms of like actual filming, this was my least favorite video.
Yeah, and yeah, again, Michael was a trooper for just sticking through it and being a good sport throughout it all, because we definitely looked like we didn't know what the fuck we were doing, because we didn't.
We didn't. We didn't know. All right.
and fourth rule, you gotta stay hungry.
Oh my god, again with Michael being a trooper through
That's
this
right.
scene.
I'm talking about high
That being said, we didn't tell him to do this. We just told him to like eat a little bit.
That is true.
Mix it all around in your mouth.
Like we did not tell him to do all of this.
And you know what's manlier than dinosaurs? Eating dinosaurs. Make sure you feel your inner beast. and then finish
That
off
was
with
pretty
the
great
cool
though. That's the best part of the video.
one. Now that you're taking care of your house,
Actually, this is my favorite part.
This time take
Yeah.
the most important person out on a Valentine's Day. You. That's right. Grab your fanciest blanket, a piece of chocolate from
Fucking
your
dirty
local
ass
Dollar
blanket
Tree,
that was on the ground.
and discover your true Valentine's Day potential.
So, do you remember him saying as like this tastes like shit because like the chocolate was hot and the beer was hot too, and he was like
I
drinking.
mean, I feel
both
like
at the same-
chocolate and beer is already a fucking gross combo.
Yeah. And we did multiple takes of this scene, so you got to keep like drinking and eating it.
from different angles. And I remember we're about to get to a better frame, trying to find a good video that was like, I think appropriate enough, but still explicit enough that we thought it was humorous.
So I did get reminded. I didn't add in the behind the scenes only because it wasn't really that funny. But
Yeah.
we shot two versions of this. One with the hentai, and then one
It's not
with
hentai.
it's just normal anime. But one with the anime, and then one with John Wick. Just in case, like, we wanted to play around in the edit to see like what would fit better. 100%. Like, we didn't even touch the one with John Wick.
I forgot the main film, the other one. I think this works out so great with like the anime wall right here.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a fun shot. That's probably one of my favorite shots in the whole season 1.
Yeah. This is. I think too, like, a fact how I think towards the end of the shoot we started feeling a lot better. It was like in the middle where we started getting frustrated. But then towards the end, I think we stopped giving a fuck, and we were just having fun, which I think is a kind of the
Pretty
key to
on par
everything.
with our sets.
Yeah.
Alright, Kings. I hope you use this advice wisely and figure it out.
This is so cringy because it doesn't even match with the actual fucking like body movements.
Keep your hands up until next time. Well, I'll be trying to figure out what the hell.
No. That this is recorded from.
It is, but like my movements,
Oh, just too.
they're just too
exaggerated?
exaggerated.
Oh, okay. I think it's convincing. I don't know.
I mean, maybe it's because I like every time I go to bed, I think about this.
You think about this
Yeah.
one thing. I was like, how do I figure out a way to delete this?
How the fuck do I talk like a regular person?
Love you, muchachos.
I remember set designing this like crazy too. I don't know if you can tell everything in the shot
I still,
from the tissues to the baby.
still love this. Yeah.
We have like Xbox games in the corner and shit like that.
Let's see. There's so many little details, like
The plate of food.
the plate of food, the tissues, the lotion, the camera that's supposed to be like recording. So
Yeah.
yeah, I do love this scene a lot. So that was Mansplain.
What would you rate that video out of 10?
Honestly, I'll probably say a 7. It's kind of my least favorite video.
I don't know if it's my least favorite, but I'd probably rate it similar, maybe like a 7.5. And that's not on like anybody, like Michael or anything, or like the dialogue. Because I thought his acting and the dialogue were good. It was definitely on us, I think. Just like lack of planning. Probably should have played around. I think it would be like a 9, except for that one student film shot in the beginning with the lighting.
that took it down like 3 points. That was 2 points.
But yeah, definitely. I think we learned a lot after this one too, because I think we had a meeting afterwards, and we were like, "So what do we learn from this shoot?"
Yeah.
We both knew that we kind of like could improve.
Which, that being said, I think kudos to us to actually continue filming stuff, because that easily could have been a video where it's like, I never finished editing it. You never answered back as like, hey, how are the edits going? Just like we both kind of just forgot about it, and then like we never spoke to each other ever again.
Yeah, we haven't done that surprisingly yet.
Yeah, surprisingly. All right.
What the hell
So
is this?
this was February 10th. This right here was the original like test shots for your section. So I recorded this and I sent this to you. I was like, what do you think about this? And then you were like, this looks great. And
Did I really say that?
verbatim. And what's crazy is how good this looks for a test shot. And I'm a little surprised because this is by far one of the best looking shots from the video, and we never used it in the video. So
What is this?
So this catchphrase right here. I look off longingly. I did it. I did it.
So by now I'm your character.
Okay. Oh, I remember this.
So we cut out the whole scene where you looking at the picture frame, because that was the original. Like, you're gonna look at the picture of the anime girl, and then you're gonna go down.
Wow, dude, you look really like a douchebag.
Yeah. Also, the fucking toilet lifted up. I just thought that was funny.
Did your dad walk past you and was like, "What the fuck?"
This is the actual day of the shoot. This is the first time. Well, not
Juice is on camera.
Yeah, it's the first time Juice is on camera. Look at that.
You ready when you are? 3, 2, 1, action.
Okay. I don't think you're ready for this. I don't think you're ready for this.
Oh my god, dude.
Fucking Spanish.
I completely forgot you shaved your head like this, too.
Yeah, I'll see old pictures. I'm like, oh my god, what was I thinking, dude? What was I going through?
What were you going through? Because I remember I saw you, like just with your head shaved, and I was like, cool, okay.
I'd been debating it for a while, and the worst part was I thought I was going to keep this forever.
Really?
Yeah, and I saw myself in the mirror after a while, and I was like, who the fuck am I?
You instantly look like you're 28. And,
It's terrible.
And you work at like a gas station.
Which gas station?
Texaco.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, this is the perfect angle. So is this breaking 180?
And that's another thing.
Oh my god.
Is this breaking 180? We fucking forgot. We fucking like stopped caring about that a long time ago.
It's fucking overrated, the 180 rule. Damn. I forgot we even did test shots for this video.
We barely. This was like an hour before Michael showed up.
I think it's because we thought we could ride the success from the first video. Just
Essentially,
like,
we were just trying to do what we
Yeah.
did in the last video. So the main reason I pulled this one is because this was such a fucking pain in the ass to color grade because I didn't set the white balance properly. So this is like very orange. So if you check the original video,
yeah.
it's color corrected barely because again this was shot on my Sony camera, not the FX3, not the Blackmagic 6K, Pocket 6K, not the Ursa 4K.
FX30.
Other videos, FX30 too, where they at the very least have 10-bit 422. This was shot in 8-bit, so you lose a lot of data trying to color correct this. So yeah, this was one where I was like, what the fuck? I'm an amateur. I'm a goddamn amateur. I couldn't even set the white balance properly.
So when I'm editing this, I'm definitely going to cut out everything that you said about the text. And it's just going to be like, this is color graded horribly. I'm an amateur. And we're going to move on from this section.
Forget like all the explaining. Right.
I'm a fucking amateur.
I'm an amateur. I think also by this point it was like the pinnacle of us getting frustrated because like we were just like we don't know what the fuck we're shooting. Like,
For sure. I remember I was like, damn, I need to order pizza for Michael. He's probably getting hungry because this is probably like what, like a 6-hour shoot.
This was a 6-hour shoot.
Yeah, I was like, I need to get food for Michael, us, Hyder for letting us use his place. So a lot of things that went into it.
So a reason I included this was that this was a shot we used. This is the shot that we freeze framed. But when he hit the baby, it hit the camera and it hit me like pretty fucking hard. So he was like, and I was like, immediately like right off the top of my head. I was like, okay.
Yeah, you can see the remorse in his face.
the immediate like empathy. Yeah. Oh, okay. And another thing with this one, this was an idea that we cut. I completely forgot about this until I see this footage, so I'll let you watch it.
1, go.
Oh, the fucking... Yeah, I remember this.
And exhale.
Which I kind of like it. I don't know if there was like a way we could incorporate that. I kind of like it. And this is the shot that we used. It's just hearing like us being so surprised how far he went with it.
Yeah. That's actually the... So really quick, I think that's a common theme with our actors is just kind of like driving them kind of like insane on set. And then having them do shit like this, and it always works out with like Danny.
Yeah.
I don't think we told him it was gonna be like a 12-hour shoot for one of the videos, and see his descent into madness. But
Yeah.
it's a common theme. And Michael like held a straight face a little too comfortably for this. I think he was like a little used to it.
And then this is a teaser.
I remember this.
This
yeah.
is a teaser for the next one.
Yeah.
This was introduction of the smoke machine.
I wish it never happened.
This is the first test shot with the smoke machine ever. The bane of your existence.
Fucking smoke machine.
All right. Takeaways.
Takeaways: learn how to plan better. make sure it's not student film quality. Don't order pizza on set.
Oh yeah, because we like fell asleep immediately.
Yeah. A lot of good takeaways, but I don't know. I think we got better after this one for sure. We learned a lot after this one. And the thing is, I still like the video. It's still nostalgic.
It's very nostalgic. Yeah, no, I like it a lot. Because looking back on now, I see that we learned so much from this video. As like between the Benson and this video, we learned how to work together. We learned how to plan stuff better. We learned how to taper our expectations. Like these two videos were so instrumental in learning like the process of how to make these videos.
Yeah.
And just the process of like filmmaking in general. Because I think personally, I went into making these videos thinking like, oh, I know how to shoot like good shit. Like I would see like short films like, yeah, I can fucking make that easy.
Yeah.
And then you start shooting it and you're like, what the fuck? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And this kind of looks like shit. And now I'm second guessing everything I'm doing. And then what the fuck, you know? But
Yeah.
it's kind of like that thing where it's like, I had all the knowledge. I just didn't have any applied knowledge. So the last video, this video, and pretty much this entire season was just an application of applied knowledge.
Yeah.
And I think at the end of it, I think it kind of shows that how much better we got by the end of it, by the end of the year.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. This is another section I'm going to cut out. I was going to say I'm an amateur.
I'll give you a clean one. And that's when I felt like an amateur.
Fucking got him.
Do you want to try calling Michael?
Yeah. Hey man, sorry to call you out of the blue. We're just recording the podcast right now. We were wondering if we could grab like a couple sound bites from you really quick, if that's all right.
You're not busy, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, cool. Yeah, so basically we're just kind of wondering, we're kind of finishing up the podcast and the review of the video, but we're just kind of wondering what you kind of thought about the video overall, specifically the Valentine's Day one.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a funny idea, and felt like I kind of fit that sense of humor. So, like, that was the first time I met you guys. So, I mean, I thought it was kind of uncomfortable at first because, like, I walked in the door and then we immediately started shooting because, I mean, it was, like, sunset. You wanted to get all the, you know, shots with the sun up before, like, we did anything else. And I was like, wow, shit, okay, let's just get going. Hopefully this goes well. And, yeah, I remember it took longer than I, like, thought it would. But honestly, like, I was happy with it because, like, the longer it went, like, the more comfortable I got, and then, like, the more relaxed I got, and then was just fun to mess around and just try different takes of things. Like, I specifically remember doing the like all the spitballing we did with, like, whether or not we were gonna do anime or Die Hard on the screen for me watching it at the end. And I remember just thinking that was hilarious, and it made it kind of easy to keep on wanting to do it with you guys, because I mean, like, if it was like the terrible experience, then I probably would have been like, oh no, you guys can recast me or something. But I don't know. You guys are good at writing some, like, funny things, and it's just fun to, like, play pretend when, you know, we both all work these jobs that we don't necessarily care for, but they pay the bills. So it's nice to get that creative outlet, you know.
Oh, thanks, man. We were
Thank you.
just expecting a funny sound bite. We got Martin tearing up over here.
So I one of the questions I'm very, very curious to know was, at the end of the 6 hours, how did you feel? Like, what was, like, your immediate reaction?
As I, like, walked out.
Yeah. Were you like, this video's never gonna get finished, or like what? Well, I don't know what your thoughts were.
Yeah, no, I remember just thinking that, like, I couldn't wait to see it, and I didn't want to pester you guys, like, oh, did you edit it? Did you get it done yet? Because, like, I mean, I just had such a good time, and I was curious to see what takes you guys would keep, and how the editing would actually make it come together. Because, like, in your head, you picture it one way, and then, like, after the editing and all that, like, it comes out a different way, but it's better than what you thought, you know? So I mean, I just remember like being excited and then like bragging about it to Vanessa when I got home.
Oh, that's high compliment.
I was like, no, that was fun, and I never get to do things like that because like my world is so boring with finance, and like, I don't know, it's fun to dabble in that.
I definitely was not expecting that. That was definitely high praise. Thank you, Michael.
Yeah. Dang. And I guess, we've been talking about your experience on set. What did you think about the video once it was released? Just like kind of initial impressions?
Yeah, it had me chuckling. Mainly, like towards the end when I'd like it's like revealed to me sitting watching the anime, and you said because you watch it for the plot, of course. That made me laugh, and then in the beginning where I'm staring in the camera and trying to crush the can, those are like the two things that I remember standing out in my head. Is just like just goofy and like actually got like a chuckle outside of like me already knowing what's gonna happen or like what the intention was, like because I feel like it's hard to make yourself laugh once you already know the script and did like a bunch of takes of the same thing, and then but versus somebody that's like never seen it, they might like laugh at different points, but I remember those 2 points were definitely the funniest to me.
Wow. That's actually more insightful than I think anything we talked about today. So we may have to redo the whole podcast, but
You legit remember more stuff about the thing than we both did combined. I don't know how this keeps happening.
I talk a lot and I reflect a lot, so I guess I just have that stuff in the chamber, but
damn.
We just talk.
it's
No
not a good
reflection.
thing, sometimes it works.
Yeah, I don't think we think about the video at all once it's posted, so we should probably start looking back.
I think that might be one of our issues.
Yeah, but yeah, we appreciate it, Michael. Is there any last words you want to throw in here or not? It's cool if it's not.
Other than I think that we had a lot of
Live, through the Zoom call, and I just think it'll be interesting to see, and I hope to laugh at those things because I definitely didn't see everybody's pieces, especially on the things where I had to hop out of the call for it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, this may be posted before the finale, so you just spoiled it for everybody. But thanks, man. We appreciate the feedback, and we'll let you know when this is posted as well.
Absolutely.
All right, man.
Take care, guys.
Take care. Peace. Well, after that call, I just have to say that I take back everything I said. I knew I planned that video very well, and that Michael was going to have an amazing experience just like we did. We were not stressing at all on set. It was a good time, and we've planned every single bit of this season 1, and season 2's probably not going to happen, but stay tuned.
Stay tuned for the final skit releasing March 2024.
Damn. All right. Is that it?
Yeah. I don't know. Do you have any like final words?
Fuck you, Jessica.